Welcome to this presentation video for the installation of the CanDAM Fotoweb 8 plugin for WordPress. In order to install the plugin, you will have to be authenticated in the administration interface of WordPress. To start with, you have to install the free plugin Easy Fancy Box, which is being used by the CanDAM plugin to produce the pop-up windows that provide access to larger previews of your digital assets. You may search for the Easy Fancy Box plugin in the Add Plugin user interface of the WordPress administration console. Just type in the plugin name to be found, and hit the Enter key on the keyboard. The list of corresponding plugins found is being displayed. The Easy Fancy Box plugin is the one produced by Raven H. If it is not installed yet, click the Install Now button. If ever, the plugin is already installed, the Install button will be deactivated and will indicate the text installed. Do not forget to activate the plugin after its installation to make it available and usable. Proceed then with the Easy Fancy Box plugin configuration steps and clicking the settings link displayed for the installed plugin. Activate the necessary options for the images, PDF files, videos, and iframes. Just copy the configuration parameters from this video, or leave most of the options to their default values for the best results. You may change the opacity settings for the backdrop window, or the default dimensions for the pop-up window, which will contain the asset previews in Fancy Box. Numerous additional options are available, including for the pop-up window animations. Our advice is to leave the options to their default values or to copy the option values from this install video. Unless you have good notions of web programming and cascading style sheets experience, or WordPress management exposure, you may want to stick to the default values. When the options input is complete, click the Save Configuration button to preserve your settings. It's time now to install the CanDAM Fotoweb 8 plugin for WordPress. In order to do so, return to the page displaying the list of installed plugins via the administration menu in WordPress. Within the Plugins menu, click on the button Add New. A new window displays several options. Click now the Upload Plugin button, and then on the Browse button on the next displayed window. Point and then select the zipped file that you downloaded from the CanDAM site. This file contains the plugin source. Next, hit the Install Now key to proceed with the actual installation. The plugin is being installed automatically by WordPress and a completion message is being displayed right after the processing. If everything went smoothly, your plugin should be installed. Next, click the Plugin Activate link to proceed with the plugin activation for the whole site. That's all, the plugin installation part is now complete. For the plugin configuration, you have to go to the Settings menu in the WordPress administration left panel, and then select the sub-entry for CanDAM Fotoweb 8 plugin to get access to the configuration parameters needed for the operation. First, enter the links and parameters characterizing the Fotoweb 8 server that you wish to access to. Start with entering the Fotoweb website address for the Fotoweb server, which contains your digital assets. Please note that some Fotoweb optional client licenses may be necessary to be able to use the selection widget, according to the then current Fotoweb licensing rules. Proceed then with the input of an optional default image size, which will be used by the plugin, unless you change the size options in the CMS export module at usage time. You may also input a preset value to perform a complete predefined processing of your images. Any default value can always be overridden at the time of the CMS export. The following section allows you to specify the optional metadata fields that you want to include, along with your asset preview, in your article or blog entry. The first parameter allows you to define a display template for the metadata format. Some basic HTML programming notions may be necessary, and you must also code each metadata field entry value using the following format: IPTC, followed by the Fotoweb data model internal number for the metadata, as defined in the metadata description model. For instance, the description field carries the number 120, the IPTC field containing the photographer's name carries the number 080. The 0 is significant, and the value IPTC must be entered in capital letters. Next, choose the desired position of the text in regards to the asset thumbnail, text on the right, on the left, above or below the asset preview. Finally, define the top and bottom margins for the block containing both the text and preview image when they are inserted in your article. Additionally, you may also define the size of the font to be used for the metadata text contents.
Proceed now with the final saving of your changes for the configuration parameters. All that is left for you is to test the correct operation of the plugin. Go check the list of your posts and publications in WordPress, and modify or create an entry. Here we just chose to modify an existing blog entry. The article editor now displays a new button, Add from Fotoweb. Click this button to test your plugin installation. If you have the necessary Fotoweb client access licenses, the Photoware selection widget should now be displayed with an authentication window or the list of accessible archives, if you already have opened a session with the Photoweb server before. That's it, your plugin is now installed and configured correctly. Please refer to the plugin usage demonstration for details on how to use the plugin features. Thank you for doing business with CanDAM.